I'm Sophia and this is Sis Crafting. Today I'm going to be showing all of you how to make magazine collage bookmarks. For this tutorial you're going to need some cardstock. Cardstock is preferable to print your paper since it's a little thicker and it'll hold up better. A ruler in order to cut out your bookmarks. A glue stick, of course, and some scissors. And of course, our magazines. Let's get to the tutorial. There are two ways I've made these bookmarks. First, I've started with the word and then built my bookmark off of that word. And then second, I've started with a picture I liked from a magazine, and then I built my bookmark and chose a word off of that. Alright, so to begin, you're going to want to cut out your bookmark. I already have mine cut out, but my bookmark is 2 inches by 5.5. So those are the dimensions you're going to want. So you're going to cut that out of your cardstock. Your cardstock can honestly be any color, as you're going to be covering the entire front of your piece of paper. But I personally like to have it white, especially because the back side, I leave the back side blank. So it's nice to have it white. Alright, so this bookmark, I actually happened to find the picture that I decided on just by flipping through my magazines. I found this. I found some tigers, and I figured that would be really cute to put on my bookmark. So I based my entire bookmark off of these tigers. Now the tigers also happen to be placed with a lipstick. I'm not sure if you can tell here, but I cut actually a lipstick shape out from the tigers, so I thought that would be cute. So I ended up going to find a lipstick, and then I found some other pieces that also go along with this kind of color theme. And from the tigers, I was trying to come up with words, so I came up with bold, I came up with savage, but I ended up settling on fierce. I thought that would be really cute with the tigers and with everything else I came up with. So as you can see, I've already cut out my pieces, but honestly, you're going to need to take time to flip through your magazines in order to find pieces that you like. It honestly helps to cut out sometimes extra materials, because that way it's always good to have extra rather than not enough, because you're going to want to cover all of that white. I don't like to leave any white on my bookmark. I like to cover it all up. So having extra is good because you always trim the bookmark. So anything you don't need will be trimmed right off. Okay? So then you have to play with it. Once you have all your pieces cut out, you start playing with it. You want to fill up your entire space, but you want to fill it up in a way that just looks good, right? So I like to have some of my pieces going vertical. I like to have some of them going horizontal. Some maybe a little bit at an angle. And you won't always get it in the first try. Sometimes you have to rearrange your bookmark a few times in order to achieve a design that you like. You also want to keep in mind that you can feel it sometimes too where the bookmark ends, so you know where your design is going to be cut off. Like the whole bottom half of this tiger is going to be cut off, which is fine since I'm still keeping the head. But it's a good thing to keep in mind how much you're actually going to lose of your images once you cut it clean. You want to keep in mind that we're also going to be adding our words on top. This isn't necessary, it is optional. But I personally like to add words to all of my bookmarks, so it's just something to keep in mind that you're going to have letters on top of your design somewhere. Alright, I think this design looks pretty good. I'm going to glue it down. We're going to take our handy dandy stick it, and we're going to stick our whole thing on. Alright, so a few tips for while you're gluing down your design. You want to make sure that you check your design. You want to pull up your pieces just a little bit just to see and make sure that everything is fully glued down. You don't want things popping up on your bookmark after you've completed it. My second thing would be very careful not to get any big chunks of glue underneath your design. That has happened to me once, and it's pretty annoying underneath there. And if you try to remove it, sometimes it will mess up your pictures. So you just want to make sure and check for that as you're going along so that doesn't happen. Another thing to think about when you are actually gluing down your images is that you don't really want to get glue on top of your pictures. For some reason with the magazine, it really shows and it's pretty annoying. So you want to make sure to be careful when you're gluing down so that you only get glue on the back side and not on the front. And guys, don't worry about going for perfection. You are using images from a magazine, so you're not going and buying specifically what you want. You're not going to always find exactly what you want, but you can usually come up with some pretty cute bookmarks. Alright, so from here, we're going to go ahead and clean our bookmark up. So you're going to want to flip it over, and you're going to cut along your cardstock. Alright, so we've finished cleaning up the bookmark. Alright, so I've finished cleaning up my bookmark, and I'm going to go ahead and add my words. So as I already mentioned, I chose fierce. I have my letters already cut out. When choosing your word, you do want to keep in mind that you are searching a magazine for it. So you don't want to pick a word with really rare letters that don't really show up, because if not, it's going to be pretty difficult to come up with your word. You also want to keep in mind that you're not using the normal print of the magazine. You're actually using the headers so that the letters are big enough to see. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I personally, when I'm making my bookmarks, I like to have all the letters different fonts. It gives it a little bit more personality, and it just makes it more exciting rather than the same font over and over. So once you've picked out your word and you found out your letters, you want to cut them just so you barely see them. You do leave the white, I mean that is a magazine look, and honestly it would take forever or be nearly impossible to cut them out just perfectly. So I just cut them as little rectangles and leave them at that. I personally, when I'm making my bookmarks, I like to glue my words on the left side of the bookmarks. That's just my style. You can put them honestly wherever you want. Alright, I'm going to glue my letters down. Alrighty, and just like when you glue down your images, you want to check your letters. Just want to make sure they're all nice and stuck down. That way you don't have any problems when you're using your bookmarks. Alright, and that's it. My bookmark is finished. And that's it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Something to keep in mind is that every bookmark is unique and beautiful in its own way, just like the creator. So don't look for perfection. Let loose, have fun, and enjoy the process. You'll always have a beautiful bookmark at the end. If you guys enjoyed, it would mean a lot to us if you could share this video with your friends as we're trying to grow our channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye guys! Alright, it's bookmark showcase time. Alright, so we have fierce and serene and free, chill, sparkle, beauty, relax, beach, rest, dream, pink, blue,